Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Pilot, 64, weak. Tight go. Quick dash. Come. Hey, alert. Switch.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Trubisky on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Check. Lucky. Show it. Check three. Shift.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 290. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st down, it's Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
8 yards there on a 1st down. Luck now to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Monday.
From the 50, it's Luck. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
54 miles. Let's go. Mexico.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Joshua Perkins, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 6-0 our score after 1. On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's caught by Roberts. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Luck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Luck. Looking long for Westbrook. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Andrew Luck with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Hines. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Alert, 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 alert. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Charlie. Back to you.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Hooked by Tavarius Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check out. 12. Shoot. Hey, check. Hey, check. 61, matchbox light.
Henderson now on first and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch that in.
Throwing on second and 14. Luck. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw, and this one's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. We're out of time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 18. Check 24. Chance. Check. Move. Lock in. Smooth. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Hey, echo. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike's 50.
Now it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Kill. Alert. Call.
After the interception, it's locked. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Go.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the carry is Henderson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, Delta. Right there.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Team 6.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I got you. You gonna take. Hey, wahoo! You gonna take. Hey, ball. Match by 4.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a yard, Luck. The open man is Westbrook. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw, Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7.
A shotgun snap for Love. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Here's Trubisky. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, Haywood.
First down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Slam. Hey, check.
From the 41, Luck. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. And Walker has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey. We got three. Three down. I go 81.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be, 38 yards out. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Focus, defense, focus.
And they take a knee.
Here we go.
Turnover on down.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire